one member I overheard saying, when God South Africa, he should be here marshalling the recovery. And I shake my head. I shake my head. And the reason why that I understand how our electorate and how even some of our intellectuals will think about it. And we didn't take the decision of going lightly. In fact, Mr. Speaker, up until a couple days before, the decision was that I would not be going. But we discussed it and we debated it, and the offer was even extended for us to attend. And we decided that, given that that was the case, we attended. You have to get out there in the international community. You have to bring your case to the world leaders. You have to ensure that the international capital markets see that you're not going to only rely on their resources, that you can also have even greater support from the international financial institutions, and that helps to make a stronger case. And that is what we have done. The G20 summit, the G20 summit was a convenient place to meet all the leaders in one event. We therefore formally requested the international community, including the IMF, the World Bank, bilateral development partners, climate finance platforms, and multilateral development banks, to assemble a reconstruction support package that scales with Jamaica's ambitions and needs. This includes concessional loans and grants earmarked for resilient infrastructure, sustainable agriculture, including poultry and dairy, citrus, and hydroponics, and for the automation of our agricultural sector, for debt service relief and restructuring options to protect our fiscal space and sustain growth, and technical assistance through technology transfer for agriculture and other industries that we're seeking to develop, and for the risk insurance and contingency financing instruments linked to climate change and natural disaster, an area which Jamaica is the prime example of how this is done and utilized. This mission underscores several strategic imperatives for Jamaica, and by engaging proactively in the G20 and on the margins with major partner countries and institutions, Jamaica is asserting its voice in global economic governance, especially as a middle-income, small island developing state facing climate risks. Our emphasis on disaster resilience, sustainable agriculture, aligns neatly with Jamaica's stated vision of leveraging technology, AI, and automation within our agricultural sector, but not just within agriculture, within logistics, within manufacturing, in everything that we are doing. And so we are, Mr. Speaker, positioning Jamaica as the country that is embracing of technology and making ourselves not just the poster child of fiscal resilience, but the poster child of economic resilience in the face of a disaster. Our bilateral talks with Brazil, India, France, South Africa, and Nigeria signals Jamaica's intent to broaden its external partnership beyond traditional donors. And I want to say here, Mr. Speaker, that South-South cooperation is something that Jamaica is pursuing intentionally. I've had discussions with my brother and friend from Rwanda, President Kagame, and he will be sending an advanced team to come and see how they can assist. I suspect that the result of that will be a corps of engineers that will come from Rwanda to assist with our reconstruction. The same thing will happen with Ghana. I had a very good talk with the president of Ethiopia. As I mentioned, the vice president of Nigeria. We are, Mr. Speaker, building close relations with Africa. Because that the G20 was held in Africa is significant, very significant. It shows Africa emerging and Africa being very important to the future of the global economy. But, Madam Speaker, we should note that from a foreign policy point of view, we have always maintained that it is best for Jamaica to always be at the table, to always have a voice. And just to be clear, Madam Speaker, not to be at some table or at a subset. We want to be at the main table where the global decisions are made. And Madam Speaker, it should be noted, it is sometimes, Mr. Speaker, it should be noted, it is sometimes underlooked and undervalued that this is the second time that Jamaica has been invited to the G20. So my visit to the G20 to meet with all of these leaders all in one place was to secure funding over and above what we have already secured through the various systems that I have mentioned, from savings to prearranged debt, because the extent of the damage surpasses what we had prearranged and what we have set aside in savings and contingencies and insurance. So we need to go to the international community, make our case, garner friends, get influence in these international financial entities to look at Jamaica's case specially or give special consideration so that we can get access to more financing. That's the essence of it.